There's a limited time Charizard Tera Raid Battle event in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, so let's show you the top 5 Pokemon you need to use in order to topple this powerful Tera Pokemon. Welcome back everyone, it's Abdallah here with even more Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet tips and tricks tutorial videos. Today's video is all about the Charizard 7-star Tera Raid Battle. Man, that thing is going to be pretty tough, but with this video, by the end of it, you'll find 5 Pokemon that are very easily accessible that you can train up so that you can help support your friends in this awesome raid event. That's going to be limited time, by the way. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for enjoying all of these tutorials more recently. I absolutely love all the support on them, and thank you so much for subscribing to help us in our goal of hitting 1 million subscribers. So let's kick this tutorial off by teaching you everything you need to know about the Charizard Tera Raid Battle event. Yeah, if you take a look over here at Pokemon's official site, you'll be able to see that there are going to be some certain dates available here. So, as you can see right on screen, it says catch a Charizard with the mightiest mark. The Charizard will appear in 7-star Tera Raid battles at Black Crystals from Thursday, as you can see, Thursday, December 1st at 4 p.m. Pacific time to Sunday. So that's going to be the first time that it comes out. Charizard will then reappear on Thursday, December 15th, and will make its exit on the 18th. So these are the dates and times that you guys need to know. I'll be live streaming the event and doing some battles with all of you guys that are viewers over here, so make sure you guys are subscribed and turn on notifications so you know when we go live with that. Alright, so our first step is making sure that you guys are understanding of how to make your Pokemon stronger. One doesn't just simply catch a wild Pokemon and then give it XL candies to make them at level 100 and expect them to be the strongest possible. With these raids, you want to make sure that all of your Pokemon are not going to be a liability to the entire team. So, I've got 2 different videos that I want you guys to check out. The first one is going to be about EV training. This one's going to be about effort values, where you're going to be able to fit 510 different value points on your Pokemon to make them even stronger than a level 100 wild caught Pokemon. So anyway, watch the EV training video and you'll be all set with that information. Our second video that we have is going to be more about learning about the correct natures and the correct hyper training that you need to do in order to make sure that your Pokemon has the max stats possible. So take a look at that video. It's going to be linked in the description. And once you guys are all set up with all of that knowledge, now we can jump into which Pokemon you guys can catch in a very easy way in order to beat these 7-star raids. Starting off the tutorial with our top 5 counters for the 7-star Charizard raid is none other than Dachsbun. Yeah, this Pokemon is super accessible at the very beginning of the game thanks to Fido, and if you're looking to catch a wild one, you can absolutely do so in these areas right over here. Other than that, the very first route to the first town will give you a Fido. Anyway, let's talk about Dachsbun and show you exactly why Dachsbun is so good for this battle. Alright, so here we go. I raised a Dachsbun all the way over to level 100. He's great. The item that I would recommend is going to be Leftovers, or if you have an Expert Belt. Leftovers will give you passive healing, and Expert Belt will give you even more power against your super effective attacks. Now, case in point, the only Tera type available that we want is going to be Fairy type, so naturally when you catch them in the wild, they will have that. Moving over to the next area over here, we'll talk about the moves. Now, the moves are going to be pretty simple. You really only need 2 of them. The first move is going to be Play Rough. That's going to be same type attack bonus, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage. And since the Charizard is going to be of the Dragon typing, that'll be doing massive work against him. And of course, it's just the main crux of the set over here. Next is going to be Helping Hand. In the event that you have teammates on your entire roster over here that are using boosting moves or belly drum or maxing out their attack, and you really just want to give them even more power, you're going to use Helping Hand and then clap on that exact person. If you really want to, you can use Charm on the first turns. If you notice that the Charizard doesn't have his shield up, you can use Charm, and that's really going to lower his attack stat. So anyway, if he's using special attacks, this is going to be useful. And then last but not least is going to be Endure. The last thing you want to do is be a liability on the team and get knocked out and have the Raid Den pretty much erase everything, all of your progress. So if you notice that your health is really, really low, head on over, click on Endure, and you'll survive 1 hit at 1 HP. So anyway, right over there, that's going to be the moveset over there. You'll notice over here that the ability of this particular Pokemon is called Well-Baked Body. The Pokemon takes no damage when hit by fire-type moves. Instead, its defense stat is sharply boosted. So it's inevitable that Charizard is going to be using fire-type moves. Using this ability will help you negate all fire-type moves coming your way. And then last but not least, we'll take a look at the stat spread over here. This Pokemon is a very early Pokemon, and it doesn't have the most base power, but if you're looking at raising this Pokemon up, I would definitely say raise him all the way in max attack, as you can see right over this way, and max HP for survivability. He's not the strongest Pokemon in the game, but that's going to be the best. And if you're looking at natures, I would definitely say use the adamant nature, so you boost his attack even more. So anyway, that's Dachsbun for you. Pretty awesome Pokemon. He's great. He'll be very accessible for you guys in the very early games. Okay, our next Pokemon on our top 5 list is going to be Azumarill over here. Azumarill has the ability Huge Power and a very awesome Water and Fairy typing that will definitely help us out over here. Now, if you guys are looking for wild Azumarill, you can find them over here in the Lake Casaroya area, or you can evolve it from Azurill at the very beginning of the game, or find a Marill. Alright, if you're looking for the exact easiest Terra typing Azumarill, you can find it right over here in this general area. All you have to do is use the fly, head a little bit north, and you'll find the shining light right over here and catch it accordingly. Now, once you have that Azumarill over here, you're going to need one more step, because this particular build is going to rely on the move Belly Drum. So, as you can see over here, I've got my Azumarill, but one item that you will want to use is the Mirror Herb. It's a brand new item in the game, and this is how you're going to get egg moves on a Pokemon super easily. So anyway, scroll down. I'm over in Cascarafa over here, home of the Water Gym. And we'll be able to say right over this way, if you look, boom, right there, Mirror Herb for 30,000. Purchase one of those, and then, once you do so, attach it to your Azumarill. Now, once you have that ready, find a Pokemon that naturally knows Belly Drum. I have a Hariyama, for example, and then what we're going to be doing is using that Pokemon right over here. Check summary. We're going to show you that he has Belly Drum right over this way. With our Azumarill, what we want to do is we want to open up a move slot right over this way. So go into your moves, and then press the A button, and then use Forget a Move. Erase any one of your moves as long as you have that empty slot over there. So now that your Azumarill and your Hariyama are ready to go, Azumarill has the Mirror Herb. All you have to do right now is click on Open a Picnic. Very simple. You don't have to do anything else. Now, once you open up the picnic, they're going to teach each other that move. That's exactly how the game works with picnic moves, or egg moves. And you can see right over here that now our Azumarill is going to have Belly Drum. It's going to be very simple. Boom, just like that. So now that our Azumarill has Belly Drum, let's talk about what item we're going to give it. Now, since it's going to be a Belly Drum set, I'm going to give it a Citrus Berry right over this way. Now, if you give the Citrus Berry to Azumarill, you're going to recover 25% of your health once you're under 50%. And that goes perfectly with the set right over here. So let's show you guys exactly what that looks like. So here we go, Citrus Berry, done. The Terra type that we want on this Azumarill is going to be Fairy. If you caught that Fairy Terra type in the wild, you're all set and ready to go. Here are the movesets. Play Rough is going to be your bread and butter. That's going to be your main attacking move. That's the only attacking move you're going to need. Aqua Ring is going to be used if you want to set that up on maybe the second turn. You guys can feel free to do that. It'll constantly give you health every single turn, just a little bit. Helping Hand is used for when your HP is a little bit too low that you can't Belly Drum. You'll be able to boost your other teammates. And then the first turn or the second turn, you can either start off with Aqua Ring and then Belly Drum, or you can just Belly Drum immediately and proceed to sweep. Anyway, what this does is it puts your HP right at half. You sacrifice half your HP to max out your attack by 6 stages. And then your Citrus Berry will kick in. You'll be recovered a little bit more. You could use some healing cheers or have some other teammates heal you. But anyway, that's going to be the main set right over there. He's awesome. Absolutely love it. You can see his ability is going to be called Huge Power. You really want to fish for this specific ability. If you have thick fat, find an ability capsule from raids and use it to switch it. You'll notice over here that the ability gives you double the attack stat. That means that this 218 max attack with the adamant nature is going to be 436, which is gigantic. So if you look at the EV training that I did over here, I EV trained him all the way done in attack and HP for survivability. and this Azumarill is ready to rock. Alright, our third Pokemon on our list is going to be Grimmsnarl. Now, he is going to be a very awesome supportive Pokemon. The way that you're going to obtain him is simply by finding either the Impidimp or the Morgrem right over here in the Tag Tree Thicket area. Find them, level them up, and the evolution is going to be there. It's the final evolution, so boost him. Get him going, because he's going to be great for playing with all sorts of support. Let's take a look at the set and show you what's going on. Now, since he's playing support, you're going to be using dual screens, Light Screen and Reflect, and the item that complements that is none other than Light Clay. You can see over here that by doing that, you're going to boost the duration of the screens by double, so that's awesome. You want the screens to last a long time. Now, over here, you'll take a look at all of the different moves. Spirit Break is going to be awesome because it's a physical attacking move that lowers the target's special attack by 1 stage. So that's great for helping debuff Charizard even further. Fake Tears is going to be another debuff that's going to reduce Charizard's special defensive stat by 2 stages. And then we talked a little bit earlier about setting up screens. Light Screen is going to help protect your team from the special attacks that Charizard brings out. And then Reflect is going to do the exact same thing, but for physical attacks. You get literally 50% off of that. So all those moves that are going to be coming at you, your survivability is going to be huge. So one of the main reasons why you want to use Grimmsnarl is because of its ability called Prankster. So make sure that you find that. It's not a hidden ability, so all you have to do is literally use an ability capsule if you have the other one, or find one with Prankster. Right over here, it says it gives priority to Pokemon status moves, and 3 out of the 4 moves are going to be status moves. So you're immediately going to go in front of Charizard and then debuff him or set up the screens to protect your teammates. Now, if you take a look at the stats, there's nothing to scoff at with this high Adamant Nature 372 EV trained max attack stat. I also EV trained it in HP for survivability. So yeah, 372 is amazing. So not only are you going to protect, but you're going to attack as well. So yeah, make sure you get an Adamant Nature, EV train this thing in HP and attack, and you'll be set. Alright, our fourth Pokemon on the list is going to be Sylveon. Super cute Pokemon and very, very strong if you find one. Anyway, so if you don't already have EV, you can easily do so and find EV in all sorts of places. Right over here, it lives near the towns and cities. You can find them in the wild, but there is a guaranteed Terra type Sylveon that you can easily find all the way up in the north right over this way. So if you take a look right in this area here, we have the Warp right over in the North Province Area 3. Travel up north over here, take this path all the way down, and you'll be able to find a Sylveon right over here every single time. So catch that Sylveon and then train it, because we are ready to go with that exact one. So I'll show you what Sylveon is all about. As you guys can see over here, Sylveon has the Fairy Tera typing, and what we're going to be doing, since Sylveon is going to be offensive, is we're going to be giving it the Expert Belt, which gives even more damage with super effective attacks. Now, taking a look at the move and ability first is going to be one of 2 ways. Now, if you have access to an ability patch, which is an item that you get from a 6-star drop, pretty rare drop, ideally, you want to change the ability to Pixelate, which makes the normal type moves become fairy type moves and get boosted in attack power, which means that you can use Hyper Voice, and that's going to be very, very strong. Likewise, if you don't have access to an ability patch, which is perfectly fine, you can just resort to using Moonblast, and that'll be easy. Easy peasy. Now, other moves, Draining Kiss can help you out if you're in a rut and you need a little bit of HP. It's a little bit weaker than using a pixelated Hyper Voice or Moonblast, but still, it's there to help you get some HP. Fake Tears, we've already talked about that before with other special attackers on your team. If you use this, you can reduce Charizard's special defense by 2 stages. And if all 3 of you guys, all of your 3 teammates, use Fake Tears, and then you use a very strong Hyper Voice, that's going to do massive damage right off the bat. And then last but not least is going to be Helping Hand. If you notice that you're not really pulling your weight, you got some other teammates that are maxed out in attack, use Helping Hand to give them a boost. So really, really easy with that one. Now, you can see over here with EV training, what I did was I trained max special attack and max HP. Special attack, obviously, because we want to do damage, and HP for survivability. Special attack stat with a modest nature at 350 is amazing. Combo that with the 394 HP, you're going to be great and ready to go to knock out this Charizard. Our last Pokemon in our list of Charizard counters is going to be none other than Flutter Mane. Flutter Mane is going to be found deep in the crater in post-game and only accessible in Pokemon Scarlet, so you may have to trade for one. I saved this one last because it is going to be based off of exclusivity. Anyway, it's still a monster of a Pokemon, so let's see exactly what makes it so good. Okay, taking a look, Flutter Mane right over here. The item that I'm going to be using is going to be called Booster Energy. You can get these found on wild Pokemon in the entire crater at the end of the game. So find one and equip that, because what it'll do, it'll combo along with Flutter Mane's ability called Photosynthesis. It boosts a Pokemon's most proficient stat in harsh sunlight or if you're holding the booster energy. So first turn, you're going to get that huge boost. Now, speaking of huge boosts, right over here, you'll be able to see that this is the move set that we're going to be using. Moonblast is same type attack bonus, and it's going to be doing a lot of fairy type special damage. And it may lower the target special attack stat. Don't rely on it. Fake Tears is going to be great for support. If you notice that you want to knock out this Charizard really, really quick, everyone use Fake Tears at the very beginning, and you'll lower its special defense even more. I put Mystical Fire on here, even though it's a resisted hit, because he's got the Dragon defensive Terra typing. It will lower their target, lower the target special attack stat by 1 stage. So if you're noticing that he's doing way too much damage or he boosted himself up, use this Mythical Fire for a turn and you'll be able to do that. It's more of a supporting move. And then speaking of supporting moves, you got Helping Hand right over here. If you notice that you have a teammate that already has max attack, give them a Helping Hand and sacrifice your turn for that. Really, really great Pokemon. You can see over here, massive special attack stat of 405. That's going to be so good. And the way that I EV train this is exactly like we did with Sylveon. Max special attack and then max HP, just for even more survivability. And if you have all the bottle caps, feel free to hyper train this guy and get it going. Yeah, that is going to be Flutter Mane. Not the biggest on physical defense, so you may have to be a little bit careful if Charizard's going to be running any of those physical attacking moves. But you can see over here that special defense is also very, very good. And there you have it, everyone. The top 5 counters for Charizard's 7-star raid battles. Now, all you have to do is find those Pokemon and raise them all the way over to level 100. So thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to hear what you guys have in the comments. Are you guys going to change up the movesets at all? Do you have any other Pokemon that you're looking at bringing? Let's talk about it and continue the discussion. All right, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get back to work on even more tutorial videos, so look forward to some daily uploads. Can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for clicking that like button, and thanks for sharing, because we need a lot more people to learn which counters to bring. So share the video, and we'll go from there. You guys are the best. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.